Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel for another awesome video with Jamos in the class. Today's aim is multiplying a whole number by a fraction.
Mr. Wells received 24 pink and red roses for her anniversary. 1/4 of the roses were red. How many were pink?
Alright, so what do we got to do?
1/4 over 1 times 1/4.
Okay, so 24 over 1 times 1 over 4. And what's the first thing that we do?
Or crisscross.
That's right, crisscross. So we're going to look for our factors of 24 and 4. So how can we make 24?
6 groups.
Exactly. So you already, great job. I'm not even mad. Jamir got it, y'all. He said, listen, I'm going to explain the sixth group what he just said. So just in case you didn't know, we can make 24 with 1 and 24. 1 times 24. We could do 2 times 12. We could do 3 times 8. And we could do 4 times 6. Those are the ways to make 24. And the ways to make 4, we could do 1 times 4 and 2 times 2. Now, this is when we look for our GCF, right? Our greatest common factor. All of these numbers are the factors. These are our factors of 14, of 24. These are our factors of 4. What do they have in common? We don't look at the 1. What's the biggest one, greatest one that they have in common?
The 4s.
All right, 4s. So that means we're going to divide by 4. So we divide 4 by 4. That leaves one group. We divide 24 by 4. And this is why Jamir was saying 6, because then it'll be 6 left. So now we just do the multiplication across.
6 times 1 equals 6.
All right.
1 times 1 equals 1 equals 6.
And 6 is the answer. 6 what? 6 roses were pink, right?
Yes, 6 roses.
Pink roses. Great job.
6 roses that were pink.
Yes, great job. So my apologies. Great job on solving it. However, that's the main thing with these problems. You got to remember what you're solving for. So this actually is not for the pink roses. If you look at the question, and I'm just going to briefly read it again. Miss Wells received 24 pink and red roses for her anniversary. 1/4 of the roses were red. How many were pink? So this was the 1/4. So these are the red roses, right? So we just solved for red. But that didn't answer the total question. The total question says how many were pink. So what do? We take the total. They had 24 roses all together, right? We just found out 6 of those are red. We're going to subtract that because then whatever's left is going to be pink, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we have 4 take away 6. Can we do that?
No, we have to borrow.
That's right. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to cross out our 2. We're going to make that a 1.
Make the 4 14.
That's right. We're going to make that 4 14. Great job. So from 6, we count up to 14.
8 groups.
That's right. We get an 8. And we could just bring down this 1 because it's subtracting from 0. And now the real answer is 18
pink roses.
Are pink roses. Exactly. So please be careful when doing these problems because you always want to make sure that you realize what you're solving for and if you answered the question. Great job.
Mrs. Vang reviewed 20 multiple choice and open response problems to create practice tests. 2/5 of the items she reviewed were multiple choice. How many of the problems were open response?
All right, Jamil. So for our next problem, what we got to do?
So we just got the last problem. This one's on another 2-step.
Okay. That looks like it might be a 2-step. So what are we going to write? What's our equation?
20 over 1.
20 over 1.
Times 2/5.
Times 2 over 5. Okay. First thing we do is
crisscross.
That's right. And I'm going to be nice and help. But I need you guys to practice your multiplication facts, and then you would already know the answer. So, see, there we go, Jamir. You just got it. He's on like fire. So he said 4 groups. So he's dividing by 5, and he divided by 5. And that's how he did that. And we can make 20 with 1 and 20, 2 and 10, and 4 and 5. And we only can make 5 with 1 and 5. So our GCF for this one is the 5. All right? And so we divided by 5, and that's how we got to that. And now we do the multiplication straight across.
4 times 2 equals 8.
All right.
1 times 1 equals 1, which equals 8.
All right. And so we get an answer of 8. And 8 is what? What are we answering? That's 8 multiple choice.
Multiple choice.
Right. Be careful. Be careful, because that's not answering the total problem. Now we need to know how many of the problems were open response. That's the second part. All right. So in order to do that, we take the total. And how many did we have in the beginning?
2.5. 2 over 5.
How many did we have?
We have 20.
We have 20 in total. So how many were multiple choice?
8.
So we're going to subtract that from the 20. Remember, it's just like the last one. So we have 0 take away 8. Can we do that?
No, we have to make that a 1 and make the 0 a 10.
All right. Good job.
And you get the 2 groups.
All right. And we just bring down that 1. So that means 12 is going to be open response. All right. Great job.
Mr. Tumor brought 12 pounds of coffee. He brought vanilla, caramel, and dark roast coffee. 2/6 of the coffee was vanilla caramel. How many pounds are dark roast?
All right. So for now, for the third problem, Jamie, what are we doing?
12 over 1.
Mm-hmm.
It's another 2-step.
Another 2-step. Okay. 12 over 1. And then what?
12 over 1 times 2 over 6.
All right.
So first we look for our crisscross.
Okay. And what we get? What we dividing by?
6.
That's right. We dividing by that 6. So we leave 1. Divide by 6 from 12. We have 2 groups left. And for you guys, 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4, 1 and 6, 2 and 3, and 6 is our GCF. Okay? Now what's the multiplication?
2 times 2 equals 4. 1 times 1 equals 1, and that equals 4.
All right, and that's going to give us 4 pounds of the vanilla caramel. Right? But did we get the answer that we need?
No.
So what else do we need?
We need the dark roast.
Right, we need the dark roast. And we started out with how much?
We started out with 12
That's right, 12 pounds. So we're going to subtract the 4 from the 12. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to do what? How much is left?
We have to borrow.
You could do that. Don't matter, it's still going to bring you back to 12. So you have 4, count up to 12.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 8 fingers.
Exactly. So now that's 8 pounds, right?
Mm-hmm.
For the dark roast. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Great job.
Miss Anthony took her class of 24 students to the water fountain for a drink. 1/6 of the students had water bottles. The rest of the students would need a cup. How many students would need a cup?
All right. So what are we doing?
24 over 1 times 106.
All right. 24 over 1 times 1 over 6.
First, we look for crisscross, 4 groups.
That's right. Great job. We divided by 6 on both sides.
4 times 1 equals 4. 1 times 1 equals 1. So that equals 4.
Great job.
This one's going another 2-step.
Another 2-step, right? Okay, so we got 4. What did that 4 equal? 4 equaled what? Okay, so 24 students, the water fountain for a drink. 1/6 of them had water bottles. So these are the people who had water bottles. Okay? All right. And so we started out with the 24 students, and the rest of them, they will need a cup. So they wanted to know how many people will need a cup. So 4 people had had water bottles. 24 students we started out with. 4 people, 4 of those students had water bottles. So 4 take away 4 is just only a 0.
Yeah, 0.
And then we just bring down that 2. And how many is that?
20.
So 20 students needed cups. So it's 20 students. Yep, 20 students will need a cup. Good job.
Miss Messina has 55 braids in her hair. 2/5 of the braids have beads on the end, at the rest of have feathers. How many braids are decorated with feathers?
All right, so for problem number 5, what we doing?
55 over 1 times 2/5.
Okay, so 55 over 1 times 2 over 5 equals. Throw the cross. Throw the cross. And then what? So we dividing by what?
5.
On both sides. So that's a 1 here, and 55 divided by 5 leaves us what? Anybody know? So let's look. 55, we can make it 1 and 55, right? Or one other way we can make it 5 and 11, okay? And 5, we only can make 1 and 5. So our GCF is the 5. So 11 is what's left over.
11 times 2
Is
22.
There we go.
1 times 1 equals 1 equals 22.
So that's 22 have beads, right? And the rest have feathers. So this 22 have beads. So how do we get the feathers? What do we got to do to find out? How do we find out the feathers?
Let's subtract that.
All right. So now what's our number sentence?
55. Take away 22.
There we go. All right. So 55, 22. We add 2. You count up to 5.
3 fingers.
And that's the same thing both times. So the answer is 33 have feathers, right? Yeah, 33 feathers. Great job. You are busting this out.
Miss Jones had 36 Starbursts to use for class treats. He has strawberry and lemon flavors. 2/6 are strawberry. How many are strawberry? How many are lemon?
All right, and for our last problem, Jamir, let's tell the people what we got to do. What we got to do?
36 over 1 times 2 over 6.
Okay. So 36 over 1 times 2 over 6. And throw the cross. Throw the cross.
First, we have to do the crisscross.
And when we do that, we are dividing by what? So 36. 6. Yes, by the 6.
So 6 times 6.
Exactly. Great job. You are so on a roll. So 2 times 18. 3, 12, 4, and 9. You got a lot with 36. And then 6 and 6. Those are all your factors for 36. And then 6, we get 1 and 6 and 2 and 3. And as Jamir just screamed out, 6 is our GCF. So we divide by 6, leave 1. We divide by 6, leave 6. So what's our top?
6 times 2 equals 12.
All right, over 1 equals
12.
All right, so that's 12 what? 12 strawberry?
Yeah, strawberry.
Okay.
And lemon.
So strawberry is 12, and we need to find lemon, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what do we do to find lemon?
12 take with 36 take with the 12.
There we go. So 36 take away 12.
Equals 4.
Mm-hmm.
Equals 2.
Mm-hmm. So what's the answer?
24.
24 have lemon. Great job. Awesome job. So everyone, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and got something out of it. And always remember, it's not what you don't know, but what you're willing to learn. Until the next time, see you there.